I can set it to something for you. I can reset it for you if you need. You got it? Guess you had caps lock on. No, actually. As far as anybody knows, no. Alright. Here we go. In 3, 2, up, boop. Maybe we're already on. At some point we went live. Well, we surpassed we surpassed starting soon and went to gone live. It pressed the button. Yes. I think it automatically hit live when we had 5:15. Anyway, here we are. Maybe we gotta like it should later. But for now, for any viewers we may have, or for future viewers, welcome to the 8th episode of Rolling Horizons. It is very nice to see all of you. Coffee is delicious. So, we have 2 people who are currently missing today. Armatalk's gone for personal reasons, taking a little bit of vacation. Nasu gone because, tragically, his ISP hates him. Or them. So, that said, we have Sleepy back. Let's go! Also, I'm going to throw Petra in here. You just happen to arrive back in the. You're just there now. You happened to arrive back after checking in with the crew, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they went back into the dungeon again." And you're like, "Shit!" And that's where you are. Indeed, the light sound of screaming. Boy. Oh. Or am I on narrative? Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, spicy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I don't know why it's not. Oh, is that why? You're having some issues on the camera. Let's see, a little refresh fixes that. There we go. Alrighty. So. I have to work with that in the future. Anyway, so, yeah, a lady has popped out of this sarcophagus, and the undead have disappeared into this slowly blinking orb. You you heard the sounds of fighting and a wail that shook you to your core from inside the dungeon after you kind of went around this bend. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Zed! Pleasure to see you. Oh! That.
That's what happens when you're used to Twitch, I guess.
Absolutely no jank here, ladies and gentlemen. It is.
What happens when you're used to Twitch?
Welcome to Rolling Scuffness.
Indeed. Welcome to Rolling Scuffness.
Oh my god. We're the best at that.
So
I think we could super cut the amount of fuck ups we had into its own series at this point.
That is the cup that I am sipping on. I am sipping on Scuff.
Alright.
This is let's redo that a little bit then. Sleepy, now that I have unmuted everybody, would you like to introduce yourself?
Tell me you've been muted.
I'm sleepy. I just retweeted and relinked the correct link. Whoops. I'm used to Twitch, not YouTube. My bad.
God,
thank you, Jinxie.
Hi, hello.
Indeed.
We need to get a supercut edit. The amount of times we fucked this up at this point. We were 2 hours long.
It's true. It's true. We'll have to do like clown music. I'll just be like,
yeah.
Well, no, it's not clown music at this point, but our whole fucking circus at this rate.
All right. So yes, you should be able to freely move. The game is unpaused. You can sprint around. There's a waterfall right into here that you can kind of hear some noise coming behind. You see some rope that has been left trailing up the wall that you could follow up if you so choose, or you could run around the long way.
Sure. If I notice that, then I would try to get up it.
Absolutely. Since they already took care of all of this, you don't even have to make a test. You're just kind of grabbing along the rope. It's already been secured via Python. Yeah, they did all the hard stuff last week.
We did all the falling on the butt.
Yep.
Literally.
Fucking 10 pythons there because.
All right, I come up the butt here, and it looks like there's people who are not here today.
Indeed. Those people say, we've had enough of this business. We're going back to the ship. You deal with it.
Wait, okay. I will continue moving forward. I'll go, oh shit. Okay, so I see fucking
You see a dwarf with an angry glare.
I
Indeed.
see Grimbald. I see looks like
I see
Lich.
Grimbald. I see rain.
I see
Yeah,
all right.
there are a number of open coffins, some closed ones. There's this relatively large floating purple orb seeming to shimmer with energy. There is a popped open sarcophagus with a lady in clothes of a type that you do not recognize leaning out of it and speaking gibberish. You can see Tomo
Wait,
has gone up to her. There's a lady right here.
Is she hot?
Yeah, like reasonably, I guess.
I'm gonna.
It depends on,
go
what
on.
you find attractive, but she's reasonably attractive.
Okay.
Give him this fucking orb. I'm just gonna chuck it in the bag.
The orb?
Yep.
All right.
Fuck it.
You grab it. It is
Oh boy.
still glowing a little bit, but significantly dimmer than it used to be.
Just fucking quietly swearing at myself. Yeah, fucking in the bag.
Grimbald, what the fuck?
Yes. What the fuck?
Why are we in a room with coffins?
Look to Leah. Yes. Tell her. Why are we in a room with coffins, Leah?
I'm just gonna look at him angrily and just
Walk
keep my mouth
away.
shut and just look back at the lady, trying to assist her out of the coffin.
I'm sick of this fucking cave. I'm sick of these fucking. You know what? I'm up for petty revenge. I need a piss. I'm just gonna fucking piss in the coffin.
Wow. Interesting. I would
Sick of this.
approach, I guess, over here and I'd say, my apologies.
She looks
I'm
disdainfully at the dwarf.
I'm Petra. Are you quite all right? Both of you.
Trishkash ore fitetatasht.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't speak that language.
Orvai. Shinde Horvinen?
Yeah, still a not. I got you if you speak Dwarvish though.
As I assist her out of the coffin, like holding her hand and stuff, I'll just go and I'll look at Petra and I just say, just don't think about fucking her, please.
Leah, why do you have to ruin all of my fun?
Leah's
I'm
already
just being
fucked a
real.
lot of us anyway with this. She might as well fuck the coffin as well at this rate.
Besides, Leah, you don't have to worry about that. I am currently spoken for. I can't upset my current
Your
Till
current
tomorrow.
paramour.
my current girlfriend. So
Hmm.
I do have some morals. Thank you.
I will look at you suspiciously, but we'll just pay attention to the lady instead of you.
And I will indicate to them. I'll say I'm sorry that I'm late. I was speaking with the captain and the crew about getting people to come assist in here. Sadly, that did not bear any fruit as I am in here alone. Perhaps I'm losing my charm. I say that like really sadly.
Hmm.
I'll first take a piss in the fucking coffin. Right. Have we worked out who the fuck she is yet?
Yeah, what I still have no idea what's going on or why Leah's assisting this woman out of this coffin. Were you buried
Wait.
alive?
Don't know about her. I can tell you this: Leah led us in here. This orb gave us all the good suck. Because of these shitheads here, and I'm angry.
You're
Just,
angry.
one of those, that pissed off kind of smile, I'm angry and disappointed and many things right now. I don't know who the fuck she is though. She clearly can't speak fucking common.
I will also mumble to myself, if only you would fucking listen.
Hmm. It sounds like it sounds like maybe just a little miscommunication, guys. We can figure
That's,
this out.
that's a word.
The other two went back to the ship. Perhaps we should all make our way there as well.
So you can go and fuck your girlfriend.
No, 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 no. I promise that's not what I've been doing. Not after last time. I really was trying to get you know, people to come in and assist. I was not no hanky panky this afternoon.
I recognize the upset, like how upset you are with yourself. So I'm not gonna give you an angry look, but I'll still just keep trying to attend to the woman.
Yeah.
Pankey?
I'll say, Leah, what language is this? I'm unfamiliar, but I can perhaps try to learn if I know.
Hanuke Panuke?
DM, do I
Oh.
know what language it is?
Give me a history check.
A history check. Okay, 1 sec.
Wait, I could give you a history check. I'm great with history.
That might be the case, but Tomo's the only one that would know this.
Ah.
Okay,
Well,
so normal, right?
I'm
Gaz might
Normal
as
or
well.
advantage?
I'm okay with history.
Normal.
Fuck.
Oof.
And
I don't think Tomo knows.
at the bonuses, no bonuses.
Yeah,
All
Leah
right.
doesn't know.
So that is gonna be a nil. Gaz, you might actually know this as well.
I fucking quizzed them to hell.
If you would like.
I'm just gonna say third. I'm just gonna point at her, point at the fucking corpse on the ground, going, "Third dynasty, you."
What are they?
24.
Alrighty. Well, definitely
No.
with as she said, you remember stuff that was spoken to you by the Banshee last session. Something about not just the Third Dynasty, but the Orvai as a people. You suspect the language might be Orvai.
I think
Is
my
what she's speaking.
model's gone, by the way. My model's not on screen for some reason.
How'd that happen? Let's fix that.
Alright,
I'm not present though.
I'm gonna look at Orvai and just shake my head.
There you go. There you go. You're back.
You'd love to see it.
Just shake my head at her.
Do you share this information?
I just say out loud, Orvai, shake my head at her. That's the language she's speaking.
Would I guess I would need to roll to figure out if I even know what that is.
You can try.
I will try.
I've just realized that I can grow and shrink rapidly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, what I would like to do instead is I would like to ask Tink if she knows what she's saying.
Ooh, that is a good call. Tank is gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and throw Tink in there.
I need to check something. It's not a fucking brainwave.
Tink flutters down. Hello. What are we doing?
Hello, Pink. I was just wondering, we've got this beautiful woman here who's a new friend, and I can't seem to find common language or common ground with her, and I was hoping that perhaps you could.
Ooh, that's a first for you.
I know. Typically, the language of love is all that I ever need, but I've told the others that I'm dedicated to my current situationship, and therefore will not be making any moves on this woman.
Oh, that's another first.
Yes,
This
that
cafe.
is another first.
This cafe, indeed. She kind of flutters over down to her. Oh, oh, she's a rare one. Oh, I haven't seen her like in many years. Can I have her?
Can you? No, Tink, we're not collecting people.
But I need an Orvi for my collection.
What collection, Tink?
Oh, I'd like to get one of everyone.
Oh boy. I cannot promise her to you, Tink. However, if she willingly decides to be collected, then perhaps you can.
Oh, fine.
But you said something about Orvi?
Orvi, yes.
I don't think I've heard of that language before.
Well, I'm guessing you don't spend as much time in the Feywild as I do.
No, not nearly as much time, Tink. No. Faye Wild. So she's from kind of where you're from.
Oh, it's more complicated than that. Time works in mysterious ways there. More to the point, it connects to more than one place.
Okay. So is she like you then? She's a little bit large to be like you, Tink.
Mm,
With you
no,
being
no,
so
she's
small and
not
cute.
from the Feywild. There's just a couple of lost Orvi there in someone else's collection.
Oh,
My
interesting.
understanding of the Orvine, well, the language and their people, I gesture around to literally everything around us. About 2,000 years ago, uh, Third Dynasty, and these dickheads were worshipping. I look to Leah as I say worshipping and dickhead. The Deathless King.
I just put my middle finger up, really angrily, trying my best not to fucking blow up with him.
Deathless King. I feel like I've heard that before, but not.
Yeah, you have. Leah said it.
Yeah.
You gave us all
Interesting.
the good fucking suck.
I mean,
Prick.
is he a
Uh,
good king?
Ooh, you got the suck from a king?
well, we definitely know who you belong to, Tink. Cheers for that.
Uh,
Right,
Well,
well, I want
I
to get
can
out this
help a
cave.
little bit, but only for a minute. She does a flourish and flies up and taps the woman on her head, who kind of like stumbles back and looks alarmed for a second.
okay.
Hazokusa Fe. Yes, yes, but no.
Tink, can you tell her that we're friends? We're here to be friends.
I can't really tell her that, but I can translate from her.
I mean that is still helpful, yes.
Oh, she's thinking that She's concerned about the lot of terrifying people she's woken up next to. Um, she's worried about her family. Uh, she's wondering what year it is. And she doesn't like the look of your wings. Pointing to Tomo.
She doesn't like the look of Leah's
I
wings.
try to, fold them in a bit and kind of get them out of her view, just to not scare her more.
Maybe
Oh.
people don't fly where she's from.
Well, look, one question's easy to answer. She's concerned about their family. Well, they're a bit by the sell-by date, to my knowledge, if it was 2,000 years ago.
Oh my, it's quite empty in here. Full of dust.
Yep, and corpses. I might have just the coffin I pissed in might have been her aunt, for all I know. I'm getting out of this cave. Let's bring her with her, and we'll figure something out.
Okay. Tink, as we're leaving, if there's anything here that we're not leaving with that you see that you would like, feel free. I know you like to collect things.
Ooh, can I have this then? She flutters around a container full of copper.
I think Aki actually took some of
But
that.
Aki took that, yeah.
I was gonna say, I believe we'd probably leave with any money.
Aki counted it. He didn't specifically say that he pocketed it. It would be a bit big to pocket.
Tink, you can definitely have a few copper from there, but I'm sure that we're gonna need money, unfortunately. So.
Oh, fine. I'll settle for a few of the shinies.
So I'll pocket as much of it as I can, I guess.
Give it here. I'll just open the bag, right? Tilt it in.
It was a whole ass
That's
chest.
As those
That's
dumbasses do that,
a
I'll
bag of
try
holding.
to move the woman with me. I can't move her, but like, let's just assume I'm gonna need her.
Okay.
tilt the fucking chest, the contents of the chest in the bag.
I'll toss Tink a couple copper though, just so that she has her little shiny.
Absolutely. You guys grab 300 and how many did you say you gave her?
Just a few, so maybe like 2, 3.
All right. So she keeps 2, one that fills up each of her grubby little hands, leaving you guys 325 copper.
All right.
I have. You make a note of that, or do you want me to make note of it?
You're carrying the bag, so why don't you make a note?
Yeah, that's fine. I got it then. Right.
Is there, by the way, I came through the waterfall, but is there another way through here?
No, you don't want to go up there. Acid gas. We tried that.
All right then. I will follow you on your way out.
Yeah, you better go down first.
Oh, all right.
Aye, I want my pythons back. Not leaving them here.
Do I need to make any checks to make my way down?
No. But you see this Orvi lady very hesitant at this caving setup to climb down. She looks kind of weak as it is, and she's very leery at the drop.
I might be able to assist her then.
Right, I'll just walk partially down the wall then. Alright.
I mean, I can't really talk to her, so I don't know how. I mean, I can cast Featherfall if she's really concerned, but she doesn't know what that means.
You can try to communicate with her using your hands and gestures and smiles and stuff like that.
Then I will smile at her and I will I'll pull out a small piece of feather, and then I will like kind of hold it, and then I will like start to slightly drop it and catch it, and then I will point to her.
Go ahead and give me a, let's call it a persuasion at disadvantage to see if you've communicated what you want to do properly.
Yeah, also, Hades in the chat said, "Let Sleepy and everyone know y'all are beautiful."
No,
No,
thank you,
you're
Hades.
beautiful,
Yes.
Mr. or Miss Fafnir. I don't know, them Fafnir.
I think I still did pretty okay.
All right.
If I didn't have disadvantage, that was a nat 20. Jesus.
Hell yeah. That was some good rolls still, though. Yeah, with 17. Uh, ah. And then she,
So
like, takes your hand and, like, starts to, like, step off without reaching for the rope.
okay, cool. So she understands.
I mean, this is better than the alternative.
Yeah, no, it's
Uh,
fine. This is
the-
a pact.
the-
I'm just gonna use my pact slot for this.
Alrighty.
So this should be easy. Easy peasy. Down we go.
Hades also said, "Also, Sleepy, you're a baka. Good luck."
I'm a baka. True.
So describe how this jump into the 20-foot abyss goes.
I mean, technically, it just goes slowly. So we like take a step off, and we don't quite take the path of like a feather because we weigh more than that. But you can tell that our falling is definitely still pretty slow. And we get to land on our feet. So we just kind of gently float. It's almost like we're going on an elevator, but there's no visible elevator
She kind of
until we touch the ground.
she kind of laughs to herself. Taisho Gwen.
And I'll once we get down there, I'll like in a friendly kind of way, just like pat her on the back and say, "Thank you for trusting me." I know she doesn't know what that means, but I say it anyways. Just out of habit. And then I'll like lead her back to Leah, who seems to be kind of taking the lead with her.
She kind of
Shut up.
looks at you funny, Petra. Genaji?
I'll just like shake my head at her and I'll say, I'm sorry, I still don't understand.
She kind of points to herself. Orvai. And then she points to you. Genaji?
Oh, I will nod and point to myself and say, and I'll nod and I'll say, Genasi is now the term. Genasi.
Genasi.
Genasi. And I'll just nod, yes.
Sa.
And I'm gonna turn to Leah and I think I'm starting to understand her. Sa. I'm just like nodding.
I'll give you a head pat for that.
Sa.
For trying.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm saying at this moment, but I'm assuming Sa is yes, so I'm just nodding and saying Sa.
As they've went down, I'm reclaiming my rope and pythons. If that's all right, Jim.
I assume you're just like shaking your head at the shenanigans occurring ahead of you.
I mean, it's better than the alternative. The alternative was I shove her off and then I cast Featherfall. Right, that's the alternative.
I just imagine that you're like, she could be all happy go. She wasn't here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just done with everybody's shit.
Very much. It's just I just want out this. I'm a dwarf and I want out of a fucking cave. How does that sound?
As Grimbald comes down, I'll say, Grimbald, I think I'm learning to communicate with her.
Uh-huh. As I'm pulling out the pythons. That'll be helpful. So then she doesn't speak. She's speaking a language that's 2,000. That's actually a point. She probably shouldn't talk. You know, if people learn, oh, you've got someone who's 2,000 years old. That's
It's a good
quite
point.
a target of many powerful people. Imagine that, a very powerful caster or something goes, ooh, knowledge, 2,000 years old, or well, you get the idea.
I do.
So, in no uncertain terms, tell her to stop talking.
I'm
Unless
not
we're in
sure how to
combat.
say that yet. So far, I know how to say yes.
Right,
think.
I know how to do it. If I could, like, there we are. I'm gonna point to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get her to point to her, put a finger in my lips and go, shh. There we are. That's all you need. Just shush her.
Give me a
So-
charisma check with advantage.
A charisma check with advantage, sure, pal. Hey.
Nice.
What's that, sure, pal?
Nice.
A nat 20. Yeah, she's like, oh, sa.
Yes. Perfect. Right. Now, perfect, Petra. Also, it's just occurred to me.
Yes.
How good are you at bullshitting?
Incredibly good.
Perfect. Take the lead then, because they're going to ask what we found in the cave, and I need you to make up a story real quick.
They know that I just got here, Grimbald.
Oh, perfect. You met us on the way out. What's the story?
Well, okay, here's the story. So you guys came in and, I was not here. You guys came in, you cleared out the dungeon. There's nobody else in here as far as you know, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were heroic. You cleared out the dungeon, the lot of you. Wait. We have two back at Camp Grimbald. They've likely already told them what's happened.
I'm fucking smart enough not to. Well,
They're
I see
smart
it
enough
as
not to. I mean, I can still make up a story, but depending on what they've said
Nasu's
already.
actually out of character. Nasu's internet just came back apparently.
Well, maybe Nasu
So-
can join us.
Well,
Oh.
I know. You know what? We'll stick to original agreement soon, right? We've took our portion from the dungeon. Whatever's left in here is yours, and we just fucking leave. There we are, done.
All right.
Nice, short, sweet, simple.
I'll smooth it over with my lover.
I'm sure you will.
Alrighty. Back to the sea cave. Da-la-la-la.
Whatever the sound effect is like.
Yeah, I couldn't make it brassy enough to be like the Batman transition sound.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see myself. Where am I?
I'm throwing you down.
The
I think
classic.
Oh,
no, you were down.
I'm already.
Yeah, you were
I'm
down with
already,
the
yeah.
down with
Captain.
your erstwhile
Where's my
lover.
the lady? Where's the lady?
Alright.
She is Rita. Nope, that's not her.
Oh.
Where is her? That's a good question.
Oh no.
We just have a little bit of a glitch. Did I do some Sneaky, sneaky. For now, assume she's with you. I'll get that sorted.
Mm. Let's assume that I hit her behind moving because we didn't want people to see her.
See when I get. Damn. Okay, I don't get that yet. I was hoping I don't have a 3rd level spell slot yet. Because I was like, fuck, I can prepare tongues, but I'm pretty sure that's a 3rd level spell. It is. It is. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get there eventually.
Okay, it just didn't save
Get
her.
there eventually.
That was, in fact, the correct one. It just didn't load her sprite appropriately. So, which, incidentally, that is what she looks like if you see her face.
She is pretty.
And let me...
Right, let's work out how do we fucking bullshit and get her away.
Also, how injured do you guys
There we
look?
go.
I think we got healed a little bit after it, so I'm not too bad.
Okay.
But on a scale of 1 to ow, excruciating.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also,
I'm gonna just ignore Grimbald because
That's,
I'm too mad at
that's
him.
understandable.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, nope. That is freaking
Hey, was that a
annoying.
JoJo character?
No, that was Aki's thing. It's not
Oh, hello.
keeping their...
Ah, JoJo character.
Nasu.
But about the tokens, it's not saving them appropriately.
Nasu.
Hello,
So freaking
Nasu.
done with today already.
Still not doing that. Come
Hey,
It's
at least
okay.
you have internet now, right?
Yeah, after being
Yay.
talked down to by some
Welcome
asshole
to-
on Twitter.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah, some dude was like, "Oh, I have a year of experience with these guys. They're clearly going to lie to you." It's like, bitch, I've been dealing with them for 6 years.
Oh boy. You know, maybe they're just trying to be helpful.
Now, they were very condescending in the way that they phrased it.
No,
There we go.
then fuck them.
All right. Well,
Let me get...
they are not loading in appropriately. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and pop on. You want to send your ninja...
I already
there you
sent
go.
the screen share code.
Sweet. We'll get you right on in there.
Get the chat popped out.
I'm glad that it all worked out for you and you're able to rejoin us.
Only 16 hours later.
It's a lot.
Yeah. All right. But hey, it is back.
True.
That's the
true, true, true.
important thing.
I'm not holding my breath because it was 2 days in a row that it happened, so...
Well,
Oof.
I'm crossing my fingers. I'm holding my
we
breath.
have you for as long as we can then.
If you hear me
Yeah.
speaking for the rest of tonight, it was all on that one breath. I've been holding it the whole time. I got big lungs.
Luckily, it's normally around 2 a.m. that it happens, so it shouldn't interfere with this in
Oh,
particular.
that's your ISP. That's definitely your ISP.
Yeah, it's the
Fucking
ISP
swinging you
doing it.
about then. You know, it'd be funny if we throttle him in the middle of the night and not tell him.
Throttle would be one thing. Completely
Oh, I
disconnecting
completely
me is
just-
another thing.
It sounds
Yeah.
like they're
Suppose I.
having issues like assigning you your IP address or something. But for now, in any case, Liz, you and pull this thing back
Aki.
up.
And Aki.
You and Aki left out of the cave, thoroughly done with all of the shit that had happened as they dealt with this new strange-looking woman, and settled down around this campfire that you saw Thagan and Thrax sitting at, two of your crew members from the ship. Oh, you're actually in two places. There we go. So, you guys come back into the cave.
Yes, and we see everybody, and I'll say, "Oi, Aki, Liz, hello."
Oh my god, there's two other gentlemen here.
And the guys whose names I've already forgotten.
You've hired us and you don't even remember our names? It's not like we've talked very much in the past few days. Don't hold it against him.
Used today.
My apologies. I've been a little preoccupied lately, gentlemen.
We heard.
Oh, yes. The lady, she's quite loud. My apologies.
Yeah, but we're still kicking. We're ready to move on.
Oh, glad to see you all still alive. We're getting a little worried about you, to be honest.
Ah, we're fine.
Almost came to
Fine.
blows with these lads. Till we had a chance to talk things out.
Oh, sounds
Oh.
exactly what happened, how we met them as well. We came to blows with them.
What happened?
Oh, we showed up. They looked like pirates. Yes, I nearly gutted one. But then this one had the bright idea of asking who they were first.
That is a very good idea.
Renowned for my social skills, I am. Don't you live in the woods? That's the... You know what, never mind.
Right, well, we're ready to move on. Nothing else here for us.
Oh, ready to move on, are you?
Yeah.
Well, I take it you finished clearing out the cave, then?
Yeah, we've done our bit. Took our bit. You
As
can.
far as we know, yeah.
Yous
Find
can go on.
anything of value in there?
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of things on there that we didn't find.
I can't help but seeing you carrying a chest in your arms.
Oh, the chest
I
is
know we
empty.
emptied the chest.
It's empty.
Oh, you split it up among your pockets.
I literally just dumped it into my bag of holding.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
You took the whole chest as well?
Yeah.
That's funny. Alright. No, that's fair, that's fair.
No, fuck it, I was like, sure, here, I'll show my... Oh, fucking empty. Extra storage never hurts.
There was no money in it, then.
Nope.
That
Well,
is
nothing
going
of
to
value.
be a deception
I'm not
check.
done. So, well, nothing of value unless you want 10 copper. Take it or leave it.
I'm not going to trouble over that little.
Exactly. Well, I think we'll be off unless... Look to this, my friends. Unless you've got anything you want to do. I don't see much else worth doing. Unless yous have got something else to fucking say.
Who's that lady over there?
Ah, none of your concern.
Oh, she didn't enter with you. I can
Yeah,
only
and she-
surmise that means that you found her in there.
Mm-hmm. That is our loot, my friend.
Ah, we promised to split.
Now, well, you can't split a person in two, I'm afraid. That's why everything else in there, feel free to have it.
That's quitter talk.
Oh god.
I like the goblin.
Well, you all catch up. I'm gonna go speak with my
You
girlfriend.
chat with your girlfriend. I'm going to see how many languages and how many times I can tell this guy no.
And we've It might be quite a sad talk because you're telling me that we've cleared the dungeon. We're done.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Well,
that
at
really
least you've got something.
really hits home. I'm not gonna lie. I've had quite the time here.
Oh, we all know.
Yeah, we all heard it.
All right. Well, I guess I should get my affairs in order, and I would make my way off to the ship.
Absolutely.
I believe we got to go knocking on this door. Yeah.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's how you avoid the copyright strike. You just have terrible pitch. It's all on purpose.
Fair. To be fair, though, the original singer of that also had terrible pitch. Bob Dylan is not known for his voice so much as his songwriting.
Wasn't that? I misremember. I thought it was Guns N' Roses, wasn't it?
I just realized.
What is happening?
Oh, that what? Well, Bob
have
Dylan
no idea.
did it. I don't know who the.
Guns N' Roses
Oh, yeah.
covered it. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I did not know that Bob Dylan wrote that.
Yeah.
That is. You learn something new every day. Damn. Fair
My
enough.
my mom did a really good and thorough job of music education. My mom's very into music.
This is a total tangent from game, but I grew up kind of hating Bob Dylan, not because I think he's a bad musician or anything,
Ah.
but because my dad refused to play anything but Bob Dylan, and he would play it loudly, so
Oh
that
boy.
no matter where
Yeah.
you were in the house, you could not escape
And like I
it.
said, Bob Dylan, not really known for his singing.
Yeah. So some trauma right there. Anyway,
Yeah,
knock on
understandable.
knock on heaven's door.
Understandable.
Yeah, come on in.
I would enter and I would say, "Hello, beautiful."
Oh, hello. I take it to mean you've cleared the dungeon then.
My team has. We kind of made it back a little quickly, a little post haste, as we had some people who were injured, and we have made a new friend that we wanted to get back to safety, and there may still well be treasure inside. We came back with but a few copper, um, but we believe that everything is cleared, which is nice, but also makes me feel a bit sad.
Sad, you say?
I mean, if the dungeon is cleared, then we're done, and I'll like gesture between us, but look like really sad about it.
Well, it doesn't have to be, darling.
Oh, are you going to come with us?
Oh, heavens no, I've got my own ship. We've got our business to take care of, but that doesn't mean it has to be the end of our acquaintance. We do business all up and down the seas.
Ah, okay. I mean, I would, gosh, I would love that. I've been having a lovely time with you. I just, I know how things are when, out of sight, out of mind sort of thing.
Hmm. So, you say you found a new friend, though. I take that to mean she was... I shouldn't say see. She... I assume to mean that they were in the dungeon?
I'll be honest, I don't quite know what the situation is, as I was here with you all until the end, but perhaps she was prisoner. I'm not sure. We speak different languages.
Different languages.
Yes.
This is fascinating. Well, as you know, we did promise to have a split. I assume that my first mate has been haranguing you about that.
Yes, yes, and we've indicated, what we found, as well as the fact that we did not explore um everything at the end there, and there may well be more. There were some the last room that I entered, there were some coffins that we didn't, I don't believe, had been looted at all, and well beyond that, where there were rooms that I have not entered, at least, that may well have treasure as well, but they've been cleared, I've been assured by my team.
Very good. In that case, taking into account the potential for loot still left, if you swear to keep us appraised of whatever happens with this new fellow that you've met, then, I think we can call it square. I'm not gonna lie, this, intrigues me. I can't imagine that she came from anywhere else. After all, as far as we can tell, there's no other let out from that specific cave, and more to the point, nobody's gone in. And that door has been shut for a long time.
Interesting. I mean, I can introduce you. Perhaps you can try to speak with her. I'm not sure how well versed in languages you are.
I think I will.
Then I would, me being the trusting, strangely, person that I am, I would move to start walking out there with her to introduce.
She grabs a sack from under her bed and then follows you out.
Zach.
A sack.
Interesting.
Probably having a small argument with the fucking first mate if he keeps asking questions. I'm just stonewalling him.
Whoa. We're doing all kinds of clicking and dragging. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. All right. So,
Yeah, if the first mate is pestering, it's literally just like a minor argument, keeps asking questions, I'm like, no, no, no.
you give us what? Calm down, Captain. I've got it covered. Fine, if you say so. I do. Go do something in the ship. I don't know, bash something. He just kind of goes grumpy.
Bye. Dickhead.
Yes, but he's my dickhead.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, the young lady has gone to warm herself by the fire. She's shivering a little bit, and the captain approaches. She pulls out a block of salt and some bread and offers it to her. She takes the bread and takes a bite out of it, and she sees the salt. Oh, Saiktan! She excitedly kind of dives at the fire a little bit and takes out the remains of a burned stick, bangs it up a bunch against the ground, and as some soot falls. She grabs the salt, bangs it against the ground until a little bit comes apart. And she takes that and the salt, rubs it together in her hand, blows it up in the air, and says something with a magical incantation. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, you speak common? Didn't expect that. No, it's a parlor trick from my youth.
I'd make a Arcana check, lad.
Absolutely.
Got an idea, but, you know,
No clue.
No clue. God
Alright.
fucking damn it. Well, that makes life a bit easier.
We can speak now. Thank you for trusting me earlier.
You seem nice.
I am. And I'll like wink at the captain.
Well, I can vouch for that. Now tell me, what brings you here? Where is here?
Here's the middle of the ocean, and I'd be careful. No offense to you. I'm looking at the captain. I'd be careful what you say to her. And but obviously I'm looking back at her. Yeah, careful what you're saying to her, because of the gesture I'm making. Not that I don't trust you, Captain, but I definitely don't.
I look offended on her behalf.
Were you talking about Tomo?
Oh no, I'm talking about her this time.
Oh,
Captain. No, I don't trust you, Captain, but I definitely don't.
Oh, I'm eminently trustworthy. I always
Aye,
do what I say.
Oh, I know, and that's definitely why I don't trust you.
Smart boy.
Uh-huh.
I look minorly jealous at that comment.
Sorry to intrude. Where are we?
In the middle of the ocean.
Oh,
Yep. We'll explain later. We are going to leave now, though.
we're on land. I'm very confused.
We're not where you think we are.
Oh, if you say so.
Grimbald, we can take time to rest. You all,
We can do that in our boat.
you know, look quite tired.
We can do that at the boat.
You guys
I'll agree
can
with
maybe
him.
sense that I'm like sad to be leaving.
One more thing. Where do you come from, little girl? I am not little, and I'm Orvi. I know it has been time, but then she looks and
She
sees some of the
is
other crew.
something.
Many of you are not Orvi.
I'm gonna kind of,
Need
I'm
to
gonna just kind of
rest.
start pushing her. I'm gonna start pushing her towards this way. Right, we're going. Come on.
The captain grabs your hand as you're about to leave Petra.
Okay.
Slips something into it.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
I will. I'll give her a kiss on the cheek.
She turns and makes it a kiss on the mouth.
Oh, even better. Okay, I wasn't gonna be that forward. I will
And
say.
then she heads off before you can say anything.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna clutch whatever I have, but I'm not gonna look at it yet.
I'll lean into our friend here. Careful what you say around people here. I'll give you a history lesson when we're back. But the less you say to people, the better right now.
I see. Okay. We have re-arrived on the boat.
Have the crew gathered some fucking food while we've been away for 4 days?
They have.
Alright. Alright, first of all, they were, I assume we're all gathered downstairs, nice and private. Now, what's your name then, Orvi?
My name?
Yes.
Rebossa.
Right, Reversa, I'm Grimbald. I'll let everyone else introduce themselves.
Yeah, I would move to shake her hand and I'd say, I'm Petra.
Petra, it is good to know your name.
Yeah, same. It's lovely that we can speak now.
So long as we have some salt anyway, and some ash.
Salt should be no problem. Ash is a bit harder.
We can just burn stuff like paper that we don't need or something.
I mean, we've got torches and lanterns. I'm sure that ash is pretty easy to come by.
That's fair.
Mm.
Right, so what I know of the Orvi and is very little. To put it bluntly, I heard you were concerned about your family. Well, they're probably dead. Are you from the Third Dynasty?
Yes. You
Ah,
know,
that's 2,000 years ago, love.
Just punch right in the gut.
Yeah, like
yeah, I'm just ripping the band-aid off, Jesus.
That's 2,000 years ago.
okay, I'm gonna just push Grimbald by the shoulder and tell him to relax.
that cannot be. There's...
Definitely is. You're in the middle of a vast sea near. Well, we're in Bermuda right now, in the middle of nowhere. You from a desert, which is where some of the undead were from, many thousands of miles away, and 2,000 years ago.
I am from no desert.
Oh, where are you from then?
I am from the southern jungles.
Not gonna lie, I've not been to the jungles, but you're in the middle of the sea
Jungle.
right now.
There is no middle
Yes.
of the sea.
Uh,
What is-
I'm gesturing around. Well, what the fuck do you call this then? This is the ocean.
I don't...
I show a, you know, no, I got a better idea. I show her a map.
What has happened?
2,000 years have passed, apparently.
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders and pull her to myself and just yell at Grimbald to let it go and just let her
I'm
some
not.
time to
I'm
rest.
ripping the band-aid off right now.
Then stop doing that. She is so confused. She just woke up. Why
I
are you
know.
torturing someone like that?
I'm not torturing her. I'm telling her how it is so she can process it. She's clearly smart enough.
No, this is...
It's best to let them know than
Well-
leave them confused.
Perhaps you should allow somebody with more people skills to do this.
This is...
Oh dear, then.
This is not right. It's... The
Well,
world...
we'll use law. Have your people skills. I'll arrange. I'll get a wee spot for her to actually sleep. Better than a fucking coffin, anyway.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll make my way down the ship and find a patch for her to sleep.
All right.
Actually, probably the fucking captain's bed's big enough for two. I'll just put her shit in there.
I'll go ahead and sit down with her and try to like kindly explain from my perspective what might be going on.
So, a couple of things. She is currently having a panic attack.
Yeah, I figured.
Gonna be a bit difficult to talk to her right now. The second thing, how much has Petra paid attention in history and geography in the past?
Somewhat.
All right, somewhat
Just
is all you
because
need.
It's important to know, for purposes of like sailing, like what
Mhm.
used to be in places, like what geography used to be like.
So, about 500 years ago,
Okay.
the second breaking of the world happened. Pretty much everybody knows about it. Some people who live under rocks don't. And to a lot of people, it wouldn't even really occur to think about it as a thing that's changed because that was 500 years ago. But
Yeah.
before that, the world was a Pangea.
Makes sense. Okay. That's
So,
kind of what I was thinking, actually.
so, trying to talk to her, give me a. Let us call that. Yeah, we'll call it a persuasion.
Okay.
Kind of try to talk her down a little bit.
Let's see. Oh, that's a bad roll.
She seems slightly comforted by your presence, but does not seem to be breaking out of it.
In that case, I would move to kind of like take her hand a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I would actually try to use charm person, literally just to like calm her. So I would like
Absolutely.
rub her hand a little and, say my fancy words and see if that'll help, with the intention of literally just like calming down her panic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It seems to be helping, but it's gonna be a while without anybody else stepping in to assist, since you already did the
Uh,
roll.
I'm gonna
Actually, let me
step in
throw
front
it
of
in.
her and then just kind of squat in front of her, looking up, and I'm gonna just ask, just tell her that she can, like, ask about her family, like how she remembers them, her memories about them. I'm gonna try to let her process everything and like also try to navigate her to think about the happy days she had with them.
Um, she starts mumbling a little at first, but slowly starts to open up more. She talks about how her father worked under the Aslan and how uh, he was often gone at temple, leaving the mother to take care of her and her brothers and sisters. Um, how they would go out and play in the streets underneath the lights of the ziggurat. How they would run back and forth in the market. They knew every vendor's name. Um, her days were young and peaceful then. And then she kind of stops halfway. She's thinking really hard. I. This is strange. I don't remember.
And I'm gonna put my hand on her knee and just ask her to take it slow and do her best to push past the memory block.
I. I will try. Um, she's thinking real hard. Let's go with.
Does she seem like she's like no matter how hard she tries, it's still really like not budging?
Let me see. Yeah, she's. I can't. I can't. It's.
I'm gonna use my other hand, put it on her cheek, and just tell her that for now she can just take time to process everything, and that me and Petra are here for her, and she doesn't need to push herself right now. We have time. It's not something we're gonna force her to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I would like grab her hand and I would say, you know, like us ladies here, we stick together.
Thank you. It it means a lot.
Mm. A sleepy as Petra reassures her, I stand up and give her a soft smile, turn back, and I'm aiming for Grimbald. I'm fucking stomping my way over to him, fucking grabbing a stick that I found on the way, just lying on the side of the I guess the ship's walls,
Yeah.
and I'm just searching for that bitch.
Well, something happened.
Can I find him? Or do I
Yeah,
found him
Grimbald,
now?
where are you at?
I'm not exactly hiding. I'm finishing. This, I assume I've just assembled a fucking wee bit for her to sleep in here
So I don't.
because there's not enough
Uh,
room anywhere else. So just chuck her shit in there, and I'll be like, right,
yeah, so you're downstairs, right?
yes.
Do
Uh-huh.
you need to
So
sit in my lap? Come here.
yes, please. Okay, so I go down the stairs real fast, like not even like taking it step by step, fucking jumping the whole staircase down. I'm mad. And I found him. Like I see him. And I just smack him with the stick, and he falls down on the bed he just made.
Excuse me.
And I'm just I'm just gonna yell at him like, the hell is your problem? What the
But
fuck
no,
is wrong with you?
I have no problem. I'm just being honest. It's better to fucking know your situation than lie.
You caused this poor lady a fucking panic attack just because you're so soulless.
And how would you tell her? Would you
Give her
not?
time. How would you react if you just woke up and then the first thing that you know is that your whole fucking family and your whole life is gone? Why didn't you let me and Petra handle it?
Why
Why are you
wouldn't I know
so
her?
annoyed?
Besides, it's better to know the honest truth than to fucking lie. What would you say if she kept asking about her family? How would you
I
feel when she started telling you heartfelt stories how she loved
Then I would
and
let her. People
go, oh,
process
I
stuff.
can't wait to see my partner again or whatever.
You
Could you
are
stomach
such a
let it
heartless
living a
being.
lie? I've been called worse.
Oh, please. At this point, you might as well just stay down here. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna drop the
I'm as
rest of the stick that I had in my hand and
I'm as
just go off.
cold as you,
Oh, fuck you.
considering now you're undead.
Damn.
I'm as cold as you, or well, are you as cold as me?
At least I
That
still have
depends
a
on who
heart.
you ask. My heart's still here.
Not sure about that, but
Eh, how I see it, it's best that she knows instead of living a lie.
at
I
this
wouldn't have
point,
either of
I'm
yous
just
lying
out.
to her either.
I'm back above where she is at. Um,
All right.
acting natural. A bit angry, but natural.
You charge back up to the top of the ship.
Yeah, after I said, oh, fuck you.
Meanwhile, while
I'm
you
gonna make
were
my way up as well. I'm gonna stir shit. I'm gonna go upstairs as well. Fuck it.
already, while you guys were down there talking, Shunzen looks at you, Petra. So, Captain, we getting underway, or?
We are, yes.
Well, we managed to find enough food to last both while we were there and an extra 5 days on top.
Oh, lovely.
Figured we'd stay busy doing something while we waited.
Yeah, you all did great. Thank you.
Do you have a course for us to chart, or?
I do. I would pull out my notebook, and we have, I believe, 5 locations picked out in addition to the one that we just went to. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I would point out. I believe we were going in closest to furthest order, so I would do the next closest.
Where did we put that map? Oh, let me pull it
By
up.
the way, I would like it to be known that my dog is just chilling in my lap right now.
What a cutie!
So jealous.
Uh,
Also, uh,
I think it's in maps in the channel.
yeah, it is. We've got some listed there, but I would like to make sure we have the full listing.
hey, buddy, I'm gonna set you down, okay? I'm gonna set you down. You can go hang out on the couch. You don't have to be in mommy's lap. Go.
I
Fake
disagree.
news. It's true. Doggos must always be in the lap. That is the law.
It wouldn't be so bad, but I'm trying to snack, which is why he wants to be in my lap.
Oh, that explains it. He's going for those little
Puppy eyes to
crumbs.
get something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I know I've got the list somewhere, but we have Galarthiers, which is where you were at. You were also at Vivin Frost. I want to say that you had one at Velmir. Let me double check.
Buddy, you're not gonna have any wheat thins. No. No. I've been kind of sick to my stomach, so all I can really stomach is like crackers.
Yeah, fair. I know that feeling. Like anything, like just you eat anything, it just tastes like shit. Basically, you're like, So you just eat like the most plain tasting thing you can find.
Basically, yeah.
Where did you go? Oh, actually, it might be in there. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we had Glarthier's Island, which you went to, Vivin Frost, Velmir, and somewhere among the Misthaven Isles. But you've been told that there are a number of unmarked locations as well, where you can expect to find something. You have your special compass, as it were, to find out any other extra islands.
Also, now that I'm away from my normal crew, I want to look at whatever I've been clutching in my hands so desperately.
A stone with some kind of sigil carved into it.
Do I recognize the sigil?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right. I maybe do, but most likely not.
That would be a 10. I'm
Unlucky.
gonna say no.
Yeah. All right. I'll just pop it into my like pouch at my waist.
Absolutely. Were you doing
I've
anything to
prepared
keep it
you.
kind of secret? Or were you just kind of looking at it and putting it away?
Just kind of looking at it and putting it away.
I assume when she does that, I'm not there to complain about it.
Yeah, I was
so.
gonna say none of the normal people that I would be hiding things from are up here with me. So
Dex
This is
said.
What's this doing anyway?
Yeah, it's reasonable.
cooking, like I just said, unless my
Yeah,
mic
cooking.
didn't pick that up.
I got ook, and I was like, "You're ook."
I'm ook. I am ook.
Back to what the other right. I've made you a spot to sleep.
Say this happens as well right before the other two get back. Shunzen looks over to you. What was that, Captain?
Oh, just something that I found.
I saw that. I feel like I've seen that rune before somewhere.
Where?
Somewhere on Bermuda was one of my last jobs. Talk to Thagan about it. I think he'd get it.
Oh, all right.
He knows all about that kind of shit.
I will. Thank you.
And that is when you two arrive back.
Hey, I've made you a bed. A bed to sleep at.
Do you say I'm about to sleep in it?
No, I'm speaking to our friend here.
Oh, friend, please.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, no bother.
Is it... may I ask if I can impose on the lot of you?
Go for it.
I don't know what has happened to my home. I feel as if I have nowhere to go.
Hey, welcome to stay here. It's not like there's much else place for you to go anywhere, and you have magic capabilities, so you're welcome to stay
Well,
for as long as you want.
I appreciate it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okie dokie.
Fighting with me. So, Shinzen, where are we going next then? Where's the next island we plotted?
No, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Ah, right. Still learning this.
Well, here on the map you've noted, we're just coming from Glarthiers. We still have Vivenfrost, Velmir, and the Misthaven Isles.
We decided a route that was easier. I will just continue the route of least resistance.
Well, we're in the Misthaven Isles currently. That's where Glarthiers is. Vivenfrost is the next closest, probably, as quite a ways west-northwest. Probably be, with this ship, a good 3-4 weeks travel.
Ew.
Let's
Right.
see, beyond that, Velmir, probably our next best. That's going to be more west-northwest. Sorry, east-northwest.
Go on, Shinzen, you got it.
My brain is totally working fine. East northeast, east northeast.
You did it.
Right.
Yay! And then the Misthaven Isles will be to our south.
Where's quickest to get to and won't sink the boat?
Well, there's a number marked as questionable around the Misthaven Isles. Uh, Vivenfrost, we know exactly where we're going, but for the one in Misthaven, other than Grothiers, to be honest, we could spend a couple of months sailing around visiting each island and find nothing. Of the main...
We'll go with where we know we're going.
Alright, well, with good headwinds, we can make it there 3 to 4 weeks.
Right. That should suffice then, I guess.
Alright. As soon as Captain comes back, we'll talk it over, I guess. Tell her what the plan
Right.
is.
Really need to write her name down, actually.
Yeah. Let me,
Can you make her name available so we can just look at it at a glance?
That I can.
Just pick all the NPCs that have got names available so we can look at it and go, ah, yes.
Let's see if this does the trick. It's got all your named NPCs.
Not friendly NPCs.
Yeah, so you should be able to see them now.
Yes, I can.
Cool. On that note, Rebosa goes over to Leah. I had to scroll down a little bit. I got so many names running through my brain at the moment. Runs over to Leah. Thank you for helping me, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to thank me. I just thought that you might need a hand. That's all.
Still, you remind me of home for some reason.
Hey, before you go rest, does do you know about the king?
The king?
Yeah, the oh fuck, wait, forgot his other thing. Wait, yeah, the Deathless King.
Deathless king. That name. I recognize it, but I don't know from where.
I see. Well, if you want, you can go downstairs to rest. If you need company, I will gladly assist you and just be in the room if you feel more comfortable. I'll keep an eye out, make sure you're safe.
To be honest, I would appreciate it. The small, stocky one scares me a little
Yeah.
bit.
He's a bit of a dick sometimes, but we're just on edge right now. He's not usually this bad, I promise.
She kind of follows you down and
Before you crawl away from me, when you've got a time, right, could you, since you can understand us the now, can you write us something so in case we don't have salt in that for a while.
What would I write for you?
Just something we could basically communicate with.
I could do this. And she goes down all the way down. And while you two are walking and talking, your name is Leah, yes?
Yeah, of course it is.
May I ask, why is your skin so dark?
It's because uh,
Amazing question.
yeah.
Oh, amazing.
I've heard tales of this from my homeland. There were those who
We're gonna get a drink.
made bargains with dark powers.
Well, no. My skin was like this ever since I was born.
This is very strange. I am familiar with the Jinaji and a few others. They're those who have contact with the divine, but nobody I've ever seen looks like your Grimbald friend, or, and she kind of surreptitiously points to Liss over in the corner, who, Nasu, assuming you're fine with it, you've just kind of been chilling at the table in the below decks.
I said I was cooking.
Oh, you're cooking. Where was it about? Boop, beep, boop, skidoop. Let me. That would
Where is the kitchen?
Yeah, there's a. So you'd less be able to cook and more assemble. You don't really have a place on the ship that is capable of having a fire that doesn't spread, other than places where you might hook up a lantern.
Should have stolen the other ship.
But yeah, you can excuse me, be over in I'm gonna drink some water. You can be over in the pantry. There was that small green lady. She spoke just like you. Or that monkey man over on that hammock over there.
I see. I'm gonna sit down on the bed that she was given, and I'm gonna signal her to sit down as well.
And she goes ahead and sits down.
Back when, I guess in your previous life, have you had magic and all sorts of races of creatures?
We had I think we had magic. We knew them as prayers, and aspects. I think it is the same thing. But as I said, we had the Jinaji and the the Aslan, the sons and daughters of the divine. the accursed who she blushes a little bit. I think that is what we called your families.
I see.
And I still cannot remember much of my past, but I know I was well traveled. I never met anybody else like your friends.
I guess the world did change. Um, well, right now in this current world, we have a lot of new and interesting things. We have much more creatures, actually, much more races than you saw today. And maybe even you'll be able to come and explore some lands with us. You'll probably be fascinated and you'll find it interesting. But in our world right now, we have a lot of magic. I mean, perhaps, for example, I can even turn into a creature if I would like to, or can use spells and magic, and my teammates as well. They all have their unique skills and abilities.
That is fascinating. And the world has always been large and impossible to know fully, but that there could be so many new things.
That's true. I mean, we will try to help you settle into this new world step by step, of course. But for now, I think it would be better if you just rest up and help your mind to clear a bit.
I think I will. Thank you again, Leah.
No problem. I will be just right by your bed if something happens. Just keeping watch on you, don't worry.
She nods and slowly starts to drift off.
I catch her and I'm gonna help her lay in bed and I'll cover her with what seems like a blanket next to her.
Also, Sleepy, you back yet? Not yet.
It looks yeah, Mono's not.
She's
I like
still
it.
away.
All right. Well, I think we have a good opportunity for a little bio break for people while we wait for Sleepy to come back. Take a quick little intermission.
Yeah. Yeah, time to get coffee. Yeah. 7:10. Okay, so that's in 4 minutes. Okay, okay. I fucking break an ankle. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna make some coffee.
We're having a quick break.
Gotcha.
You alright?
I just threw her up again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's not great.
Take your time.
We have like another 2 hours, so
Stop it, I'll play with me.
actually I might message Miracle and Balance. I am
You're actively fucking spewing your heat out. Like, relax.
yeah, I'm gonna bounce. I'll send a message. Ugh.
So what have you been up to recently, lad?
Well, yesterday I did a sort of lore stream. That was kind of the main thing. Started Nostalgia November, mostly just catching up on different artworks.
Nice.
Yeah, working foreshortening is my bane in my current one.
Fair play. Yeah, she said when you were all AFK, she came back and said, yeah, I've just been sick of you. I was like, right, if you're spewing your heat out, fucking take it easy.
Yeah, considering she was only able to eat crackers, I'm not entirely surprised. Might have just wound up coming in despite how sick she was, because, I mean, otherwise the other option was canceling exam.
Excuse me. I'm fine to keep going. I'm genuinely... I think, see how I play fucking Grimbald, and I think people are actually going to think I'm a cunt. Listen, right, it's all in character. It's not like we ever fucking left.
I mean, you know, some of us did.
I swear to God, you
Momentarily.
forget to mute, you forget to change overlays.
Look,
My man.
look, look.
You forget to.
I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. I got like 3 sets of
Post-it
ears.
notes.
I got a giant green drink with red in it. Don't question it. And my eyes are permanently blurred. It's a condition.
Oh, mate, we need you to have like 30 post-it notes that all say the same thing.
I do. I need more. Look, honestly, I need to get one of my friends to just like run the camera for me. It's like, I just need. If I had like another, even just one more monitor would make it easier. Because I have just like 5 windows I'm clicking between.
Oh, you don't
You
have
got-
multiple
You
maps.
only got one monitor.
That explains
No,
it.
I got
You've
2.
only got
I just don't have enough.
Two's not enough.
Right?
Oh,
Has
say,
5
if you had
monitors.
No,
one,
it's
I
not
too
still
much.
need more.
3 is too much.
Let's see.
I have 3. It's too much. I most of the time don't pay attention to the one on my far left.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
would
wouldn't pay a lot of
love
attention
3
to the
screens.
third, but I would use it for this. So I could
Oh,
keep
I
it
would
yeah,
have loved
extra.
it.
yeah,
I would have
yeah,
loved
That's fair.
3 for streaming, and also my university work. It would have been great. I found 2 wasn't enough, and that much shit open. I was like, I need my fucking.
I
I need the
actually
papers
always
here, the
have
reference here, all
something.
that.
I always have something that I need to like open, and then I end up covering a lot of other screens.
When you've got one that's just completely free to your fucking left.
No, right now I have like Discord, Foundry, and on the same tab D&D Beyond, and then on the other screen I have chat in a floating window, VTube Studios, and then the stream, Twitter, and then make sure I have the Ninja on as well.
I can't wait till I get my mod on. I'll have that problem. I have 10,000 things open.
Well,
I really should get a wee phone stand actually. Anyway,
with Liz in the pantry, with Leah downstairs, and Petra retiring to the captain's quarters for the night, and still no chosen destination, at least from the captain. Gaz, you're the one choosing for where we're going map-wise.
I stand by what I said previously.
Alright, so we're going to the Vivenfrost Island.
Yes, and I'm going to ask our good friend here as well if I can learn more shit, because I was learning from Petra, but she's also, sick at the moment. So, can I continue my learning, Jim?
Absolutely. Which specific thing were you trying to learn again? It has been a
Navigation
minute.
tools, lad.
Absolutely. I was thinking that's what you're talking about. I just didn't remember if it was like a language or something. That's what happens.
Oh
when
well,
we run
that's
too many
next on
games.
the list.
Everybody's trying to learn
That's
stuff.
Yeah, that's next to learn our friend's language here.
Alrighty.
The tools come first.
Well, he sets the course. Stamps real hard on the floor beneath him. And shouts down the causeway with the door still open. Get to it, lads! The anchor has been pulled up. The ship goes underway.
Right. I'll try my hand at learning. What would you like me to roll for learning a skill?
Let's call it...
Intelligence last time.
Yeah, let's just call it flat intelligence.
Alright, ability check. Go on, my lad.
Yeah! You feel like you're starting to get the hang of it a little better.
Alright.
He's showing you how to read navigation maps and what the different lines and squiggles mean in terms of variances in depth, how to avoid, beaching your ship when you're going up and down the lanes.
Alright, that works.
The first day passes pretty much without a hitch. It's interesting. Actually, you know what? Gaz and
Yes.
Leah, I assume you come up to the top of the ship every now and again.
Yeah, kinda. Just like make sure nobody is drowning or something.
Well, both of you guys, and Liz, what are you doing? Because we're going to go into a lot more narrative time. Where do you spend most of your time on the ship?
I mean, various places over the course of...
Yeah.
Because this is, like, a 3-week journey?
Minimum.
Yeah,
So you're just all over?
pretty much.
Alright, so all three of you go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Boy.
Not ideal.
Hey, not bad.
There we are. My
Miss.
man's in with the carry.
You are the only one that notices. You appear to be followed for a little bit by a familiar-looking pirate ship.
Knew we should have.
Not the one that was in the bay, the other one.
It's the other one we ran away from previously.
But they don't seem to give chase. They seem to kind of... like you kind of spot them on the horizon. And then
See.
you're not sure about it the first day. Then you see them again the second day. But they don't seem like they're trying to gain any ground against you.
So only Liz is aware of it.
I'll for sure alert everyone else that's spending almost exclusively time on top deck that, yeah, we, got a bit of a trail going on.
I will ask you to point or like at least hint at like where.
Yeah, you know where. It's, to be east of your position, the exact, like, degrees, you'd probably need a... what kind of things they used to shoot azimuths back then? Might be the blinding one that I'm thinking of.
Hmm?
What are you thinking of?
I'm back. Wait, what happened?
Don't know yet. That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I see.
It's either, let me see which the octant. It's either the octant or the astrolabe. Yeah. Probably both of those. Which, Liz, did you point it out to... well, you've said it, that you saw it. So, Shunzen, speaks up. Could you point it out for me, Liz?
Yeah, I'll obviously point it out because, kind of hard for them to keep an eye out for something if they don't know what they're looking for. In what direction.
Yeah, let me see. Notes your guys' current heading. Whips out an octant, which I just verified was the tool I was thinking of. And it reads... That'd be, call it -10 degrees due east. Should also be 80 degrees by the north that I'm thinking of. Map north, I think. Anyway, he gives you that rough angle of attack that they're from. They seem to be about... Mm, 3 to 4 miles away.
Go on.
Alright, did I cut out?
I didn't hear anything.
I said, you can see it is about 3 to 4 miles away at the heading that he gave.
Right. So, it's the same ship that trailed us last time?
Seems like. Don't have a telescope to see it with or anything.
Do you remember what the banner was of the ship last time? I just remember a skull and crossbones.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, why? Now that begs the question, then why are they only tailing us?
I guess as good as mine.
Well, Susan, what do you think? The islands will lose them there because we're a smaller craft?
Question is, are we gonna try to communicate, or are we just 100% sure gonna just yeet?
Ah, fuck that, avoid them. Because they tried to do us in last time.
It is a risk if we try to engage them.
I saw that. Just avoid them.
It would be easier to lose them along these islands. It's gonna be open sea for a while if we keep going for Vivenfrost.
Let's lose them. There's no point letting them stalk us like this without at least trying to lose them.
Right.
If we don't know their intent, assume it to be evil.
Well, there's a small speck of an island that's not terribly far from here. We could get around the bend in a couple of days, maybe a day if we're really pushing it through the night. Other than that, are you looking at the map, by the way?
Yes.
Which, come to think of it, let me see if I can't put this in here some kind of which way.
What, the actual map?
Yeah.
You can just make it like a normal map we move our tokens on.
I could. I want to see if I can do it a trickier way first. think I can. Dope. Power down me. All right. So. All right. So, if you see in your journal sections, you should all
No,
see
Sea of Sorrows.
Sea of
That sounds lovely.
Sorrows. Indeed.
Hey.
Can we zoom? We
Yes,
cannot.
just double click it. Yeah, no, see, you can
Well, it'll
double
bring
click
it up,
it.
but it
And...
doesn't let me zoom, as far as I can see.
I know you can. If you double click it, you can click and drag it to make it ginormous.
What are you guys talking
True.
about?
In the journal section of Foundry. You know where
Journal.
I write all of our notes.
Yeah, assigned notes and Seeds of Sours.
Yes.
Yeah, you open that up, and you will be able to see the map.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so our party was just here at Glarthir's Island. They can sail pretty much due west. They come around a little speck of land. They could also go, well, to any of these other islands in the area and examine them for treasure and booty.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the
Get
plan?
the... Let's lose this ship. There's no point in having them trail us.
You said you wanted to lose them around some land. Which land would you like to lose them around?
Shinson said he's seen an island.
Yeah, the
He's
one
seen some
straight
land.
west.
We could try. We can try doing that if the sea allows it. It means that we can avoid them.
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead and give me a...
What would you like?
Let's say... Yeah, for now, it'll just be a straight intelligence check. So you're not quite proficient in sea-based
Seafaring
navigation yet.
tools. I'm fucking getting there.
You are. So you, looking at the maps, one thing you could do, you sail around... I have to try to... Alright, let me do a little drawing. Alright. So, nope. Scribbling. Here we go. And let's go with, yeah, sure. So, if this is Glarthir's, and this is this unexplored little speck of land, there were a couple of more islands along this path that you might be able to see on that map.
Did you manage to draw on it? Alright, I'll just fucking...
It's on the background. I can't draw on the... Or can I, actually? No, that's just editing the map.
I'm zoomed all the way in.
But, can you see the, like the base background of the game outside of the map?
I can see the map, yeah.
No, outside of the map. Like, the ship itself.
Yeah, the normal ship.
Yes.
So comparing the map, like you can kind of see how it looks a little like that with a UR here. That's a crappy arrow. Ugh. There we go. With a UR here arrow.
Right.
Well,
You know what? I trust Shinzen. We'll go with that.
I'm explaining to you what you've noticed specifically because you rolled
Okay.
for it. There is a current that goes from the Salisbury Isles all the way up to Vivenfrost. It goes just under Vivenfrost into the... Got too many dang maps, man. Basically the north of Sengad, before it becomes all frosty, and it delivers heat from the desert up there, similar to how the Caribbean currents deliver heat to the UK.
Hey.
And that current could help save you some time. So what you could do is follow this kind of trajectory. Swing a little bit low if you want. Would allow you to check that island. Then you could do that to check that island, and then make your way up to Vivenfrost, like so.
I'll point that out to Shinzen as a thing that I've noticed, and to see, hey, am I actually correct?
He looks at you. Oh, that's a good route, actually. Gives us a chance to lose them. And we were gonna rejoin that current a little bit later, but that might actually save us some time. All told, with the extra route traveled, it'll probably even out, but this way we'll be able to cover some of the isles.
That works, and it also makes it easier on the rowing.
Absolutely. Alright,
Perfect.
I'll make the adjustments. And so he does. Alright. You guys keep rowing. The ship is, that you've seen the few miles out, kind of keeps pace with you.
It is concerning, but we can't do anything about it. Ugh.
Alright. You guys keep going for a good number of hours. What are you guys doing to kind of pass the time as you're waiting to approach this new island?
Practicing navigation stuff, and then speaking with Rebosa about getting some basic, when her spell runs out, some basic language stuff, so we can at least communicate in times where we don't have, you know.
Oh wait,
The
do we
basic-
take salt and stuff with us?
You can.
Yeah, but just in case we don't have it, and it's also good to learn the language.
Mm-hmm.
She writes some stuff down in a language you don't understand.
Ah, but you can translate it a little bit.
Yeah, so you're going to be a bit busy, at least for this first day, if you want to keep focusing on learning the navigation equipment.
It's more for, you know, like a tourist where they've got the book in one hand,
Yeah,
and it's broken as hell. It's basically for purposes of that.
Oh, but I
Having-
will try to learn her language.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
So you're
That's a good
focusing on
idea.
learning
I'll
the
learn it later.
navigation.
Yes.
Whereas Leah, She's
Yeah,
working with
actually, yeah,
you.
Leah's humping her leg. That's a good idea. And she's angry at me anyway, so that works. It means
Yeah, you better stay away, bitch.
Jeez.
that's Leah's property now, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you're not next to her, I'm happy.
So she writes down a
Oh,
word
the
and,
jealous type.
and tells you what it means. And then you can write down the corresponding translation next to it. And working together over the next few hours, you manage to get, it's not a ton of phrases, but it's enough to kind of make do. Which, over the course of this, she's definitely burning through. I think every hour she's got to do her little parlor trick again, as she calls it. Has not a ton of ash left by the time you're done.
Okay, so she writes down the sentence, I noticed that the ash is going down, and I'm gonna go and do a quick tour around the ship, see if any lanterns or torches have burned down, or like if we have any like dirt, like ashes left from them or something like that in the casing.
Well, there are some pieces of wood
Mhm.
that you could use either for repairing ship damage, or you could burn them just for their ashes. On the other hand, as I mentioned before, there's not really a good safe area to burn something on the ship.
That's a good question.
I have an answer.
Wasn't less cooking earlier?
I said Liz was assembling.
Yeah,
It's
because
kind of like
cooking is
putting
not
the
a thing.
cracker and cheese together kind of stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, let's see. A controlled fire. How can I... Let me see if any spells that I know can help me.
You also have
How
time, so you can reassign your spells as necessary. 'Cause you can take the hour.
I do have torches. Like, if you genuinely just want one, like, you can ask.
do I want to talk to you? That's the problem.
That's the question. I have a solution.
Okay, wait. Before your annoying ass is getting in the picture, what if I use Druid
Jeez.
Crab and create a little, I don't know, let's say a little kind of table or just something that is a bit round, so out of, I don't know, ice or stone if that's possible, or even dirt, just to burn stuff on it and it's not gonna spread.
Let me see. You would not be able to do that with Druidcraft. However, you could use... Ooh, that might actually... Let me see. Alright. Using Frostbite, you could get some water and freeze it over time and have like a bowl of ice that you use. It would still be dangerous, but less dangerous than trying to have a fire on a wooden ship without the ship itself catching fire.
Okay, then I'll try that.
Alright. Go ahead and give me let's start off with...
Can only fucking go well.
Let's call it a survival check.
Survival. Okay.
That's gonna be for getting the water shaped to how you want it.
I see. Normal, right?
Actually. So that's a cantrip. That is... Let's create or destroy, not shape. Sorry, I was just double checking other stuff that you'd have access to. Yeah, so... Yeah, we'll call that survival. And did you roll?
I asked if it's normal or
Oh, normal, yeah.
Yeah.
11. All right. The good news is it wasn't terrible. So, the next one is going to be Arcana.
Okay. I'm scared now.
All right, 15 is pretty good, actually. So, your bowl is a little misshapen, but it should do the trick. You got it frozen before the form of the water completely collapsed.
Yeah. Okay. That's
All
good.
right. So, to burn this stick of wood down, you got plenty of ways to do it, so I'm not worried about having the fire, but keeping the fire contained is going to be a little trickier. So let's call that sleight of hand or survival.
I have more points thingies on survival, so I'll do that.
All
Got
right. So you're burning it down. A big chunk of ember jumps out of your bowl before you're able to like fully contain it. What do you do?
Druidcraft create some rain.
Wouldn't be able to do that with Druidcraft. While you are trying to use Druidcraft, the ember starts to smolder the wood underneath it. You can see it starting to get a little bit blacker.
Wait, if I don't do anything, the ship is gonna burn down, right? I can't just help it. Use it as a help thing. Fine. What can I do? I don't think I can do anything.
You could do a couple of things. You could jump over. You could see if there's another spell that you can do.
I don't think I have a much helpful spell, so I'm gonna just grab a. Like I guess it's like with blankets when you like try to cover the shit and stuff to turn it down.
Starved of oxygen kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Give me a... So, let me set the stage for you. You've got this fire that's still burning in this ice bowl right in front of you, and the thing sparks. There's this big pop, and the section jumps out of the bowl over to the side. You dive for blanket, and you're coming back. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. Alright. The 12, you're able to go over and get it. You accidentally knock the bowl a bit, but thankfully it doesn't tip over. And you manage to successfully snuff out the fire. Although the blanket's a little singed.
That's fine. It was Grimbald. I don't care.
Grimbald, your blanket is a little singed. But, on the flip side, you have successfully obtained, we will call that, £2 of burned carbon material. That's what you need.
Let's go. For how long is that gonna last?
Based off of what she got you before, if she constantly casts the spell while she's awake, it should last you 4 to 5 days. If she's
Oh, hell yeah.
if she's very conservative with it, could last her a few weeks.
Good, good. Okay. It was worth it, yeah.
All right, Liz, what are you up to?
Huh?
You with us, Liz?
What ingredients do we have on the ship? I know
Oh,
that
they-
most of it's
Oh.
like food stuff. I didn't actually go mushroom hunting like I planned to when we were on the previous island.
No. Well, you have hardtack. You've got some alcohol. You've got some dried meats.
Didn't we find also like food before we went and like
Mhm.
encountered the pirates?
This is more for purposes
some-
of alchemy than it is for food. I don't think that people
I
would
see, okay.
appreciate me using all of our beef jerky
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bread in order to
Mhm.
make something that is completely inedible.
Yeah. fair,
Well,
fair.
Fair point.
there's also fruit and some edible roots that were dug up by the crew in your absence.
Oh, right, I owe them alcohol. Speaking of fruit,
Alrighty. So, are you gonna try to make alcohol then?
that's the plan.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That
Let's
sounds
go.
like it's time for alchemy.
Alchemy? Wow.
Alchemy. Or brewer's supplies.
I could make brewer supplies, but I am not trained in brewer supplies specifically.
With alchemy,
Oh, it's
you'd be
similar.
able to make harder liquor. As being able to make ethanol for purposes of an alchemical solution is a vital aspect of alchemy. That said, if you want something that's going to taste good and not just fuck up the crew, that would be more brewer's supplies, which you can use if you're not trained. You just don't get your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Let's go hard on this. Everyone needs a party at this point, and we're not getting it.
Mm.
Alrighty. So,
Bye-bye, fruit.
because you are very skilled, you don't almost accidentally make a ethanol fire. But it was a close thing.
Walking to... Let's frickin' go.
It's okay,
It's
we'll have
frustrating
Grimbald.
too, because you got so close. You successfully, reduced. You managed to extract like the essence of certain enzymes. I cannot speak words. Enzymes, and use them to rapidly accelerate the process of this fruit decomposition into what you needed it to be. And when you spilled it over, you managed to make sure there weren't any extra problems, but you can smell the wasted alcohol, and it's frustrating. Baby steps.
Was a work of art, and it's gone now.
There's like
Does it stink the ship up, by the way?
Near the pantry. Or where were you doing this experiment?
Probably the pantry. It's kind of where I've just been chilling.
Bing chilling.
Imagine any time I go downstairs, I just smell alcohol, and I wonder who's fucking
Yeah, this
who's
guy
doing some toilet alchemy.
Seymour was just you see Seymour look over at you, and he like smiles because he knows you're trying, but you just see like a single tear run down the side of his cheek.
I return said tear down the cheek.
It's a bonding moment.
Where one of you is trying to make something that fucking stinks anytime I come down here.
I don't want to talk about it.
What were you trying to make? What were you trying to make?
One time.
A bulb for
One
the
time.
soul.
Fuck it, you could have asked. I brew alcohol. You
Incidentally,
could have asked.
you lose a day's worth of food.
Amazing.
Love to see it.
Alas, you're too busy during this day, learning the ins and outs of navigation.
Oh, I said I could. I never said I would.
Ah, but we rolled for it already. That was when you learned
No,
about
I
how
mean
to...
the alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
I mean, I could do it. Didn't say I would do it.
Selfish bastard.
How could you?
Gives the whole
drink-
pub just to take them away again. Okay.
As night begins to take over and the sun begins to dip below the horizon, you begin to lose sight of the ship on your tail. It does not appear to be keeping its lights up.
Do we seem to kind of lose them or not when we could see them?
It's hard to say. You can't really see them. It doesn't mean they don't see you.
I see. Okay.
With that, Shenzhen says, we're pushing the crew through the night then, sir.
Might do what we done last time. Do halfers.
Alright, that'll slow us
The
down
current-
a bit, but we'll be able to keep going.
The current should make up for it. Just about.
Well, in the long run, yeah, but we're not on that current yet.
Well, we're gonna need to because we can't let it. We can't stop
I'm gonna.
aggravatingly.
I'll assume that my lady friend here decided to go to bed? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go up and I'll ignore Grimbald, but I'll talk to Shenzhen, and I will tell him that if we are so worried, I could use my Pass Without a Trace spell, and that will gain us some time without, with reassurance that we're definitely not getting seen.
Alright. I'm gonna say, I can't remember exactly how I ruled it last time. I'm gonna say it's gonna take at least 2 spell slots, casting that spell, or a spell slot higher if you have it, in order to affect the whole ship with it.
It's a
that's all.
second level spell, and I have 2 slots of that. So you're taking 2 or 1?
2.
Okay. So I'll cast it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
The
And I'll change my spell slot to 0.
yeah,
Yeah.
the ship kind of becomes very slightly ethereal and mirror-like in appearance. Even looking down, it's hard to tell where the water begins and the ship ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll definitely help.
Got you, baby. I say as I go and just chill now.
Alright. And then kind of peers off into the distance. That'll be Drek then. See that little speck of land right out there?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be closing in on it in another
Right.
6 hours or so. That'll be into the wee hours then. I can keep us going for a while. Do you need me to go through the whole night, or will one of you be replacing me?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm any good in replacing, like, I know nothing about it.
How it would work is neither you and Liz, you don't have navigation for sea stuff, right?
Nope.
So either you or either of you could make the, you'd call it an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could both be up helping each other out, in which case it would be a flat intelligence check of whoever's leading the roll. Or Gaz, Grimbald could be relieving him at some point during the night, and you could make the intelligence check without adding your proficiency modifier, but it would be flat since you've received training. You just haven't mastered it yet.
I suppose that's better than nothing. I'm up for doing that. Considering I'm half probably no allowed in the same fucking floor. Yeah, I'm up for that.
All right. So, you'll lose a little bit of time the following day if you want to still get a full long rest out of the night.
That's fine.
All right.
I don't mind buggering my sleep pattern a little bit to make sure we're okay.
The ship does lose a little speed overnight as the crew goes in shifts, and they're clearly quite tired the following day. But when you guys, well, I should say you do replace me. So go ahead and give me the intelligence check.
Well, this is where I roll like absolute dog shit. That's not terrible.
You come perilously close to grounding the ship.
Shit.
But you do manage to avoid it.
We're fine.
The following
We're even
morning,
fucking close.
yeah, you're all right. So the following morning, you are headed southeast.
Wait, so me and Liz took a long rest then?
Yep.
Okay. Where's the rest again? Fuck.
It is towards the top on the first
Here.
section.
Long rest. Here.
Yeah, it's right under your hit die.
Let's go. Yeah.
So, yeah, you made it through. You're heading in the right direction, and you have managed to pass by that island. Go ahead and whoever would like, give me perception checks as you scan the horizon for the dreaded Pirate Roberts.
Perception. I'm more on my sleep right now.
I can't believe I fucking rolled a 4.
Am I asleep
There's a
tonight, Chin,
nat
or
1 from Leah.
would you like me to roll?
Or what would I like you to roll?
Would you like me to roll perception, or am I asleep?
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll say that this happens whenever you wake up, so you can go ahead and roll. You're gonna wake up eventually. Yeah, with the 16, you are reasonably confident you have shook your pursuer.
Well, I don't see him. I think that worked last night. Perfect. That's perfect.
Good.
See, Shinzen, we're fine.
Oh
I'll
man,
pick this up quickly.
I don't love pulling nights like that.
Nor do I, but if it's needed, it's needed.
Well, we got a few more days till the next leg of our journey.
Yeah, let's make sure everyone's doing alright. Relax, take it easy. Hopefully get to the current soon.
By the way, didn't you say we were supposed to check these islands?
I know, I mean that as well.
Do you pull out your
If there's a
handy dandy tool?
little device. Yeah.
Does not seem to be glowing.
No. No, I don't think there's anything that we need there. We should be alright, Skipper. We need to at least meet the points of the contract first, and then we can... And then anything else is, how to say, gravy.
Alright, well, we've got another 2 days and we'll make it to Horgoth's End. And if you'll give me a moment... I think I remember a legend about that place. Have any of you guys spent much time on the ocean before what initially brought you to Bermuda?
No.
What'd you say, sorry?
Nope.
Did you spend... How much time did you spend on the sea over the course of your career?
Not too much. Probably a little bit, though.
Alright. Actually, I'm going to also roll for Petra, as she would have a chance to know this. Yeah. Petra speaks up. You know, I recall hearing a story about that place too.
What stories?
Well, there was an orc pirate that his name was Horgoth. Had a vile temper. Didn't get along so well with much of anyone. Perhaps it was on account of all of the murder and thievery he did. His own crew didn't even really like him that much. In the end, they mutinied. They kicked him off the ship, gave him a little dinghy. There were some messages that got out somehow, daring people to come find him. The crew wrecked later, unclear why. when people tried to recover lost goods from the wreck, it was a lot less than it should have been. I know there were people on Bermuda that theorized he might have made away with some of their treasure hoard without the crew realizing when they sent him away on the dinghy. Might be worth checking out.
That works. I may as well then, if it's here. Not a bad idea. There's probably going to be shit on that island anyway. And we've got time, I guess.
Well, still got a couple days left.
I will do that. Why not?
By the way, Leah, you, the last night, aside from the slight excitement you had with the crew running their shifts, you had a little trouble sleeping. Your new friend that you've been staying near, specifically was the cause of it. She was rolling around a lot in her sleep, saying something that you couldn't quite make out. She seems to be quite groggy in the afternoon as well. What you guys up to for this fine day of sailing?
Learning to
Oh.
sail more.
So, Domo, you are muted. Or did you have to?
I am back.
Ah!
Yeah.
Did you hear the
You ask what are we up to for the what?
for this fine day of sailing? Did you hear what I said before that?
No.
Over the night from escaping from the other ship, you had a rough time sleeping as your newfound compatriot was tossing and turning in her sleep, mumbling something you couldn't quite make out.
Okay. Okay, back to that. I would probably would have just cuddle her at that point, just because I'm sleepy and trying to comfort her.
She accepts the physical affection and doesn't really seem to wake up. She just kind of like scooches in unconsciously.
Yeah, and as morning just kind of slaps us in the face, we continue to try to learn how to understand each other without the spell.
She wakes up and kind of sees that you guys are cuddling and blushes a bit. Oh, excuse me, I didn't, it's... I hope I wasn't too much of a fuss last night.
I look at her, like, with no bother, like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
So what are you doing during the day?
Probably, went to, like, grab something to eat for both of us, and then back to learning.
Let's go!
Yeah. On the grind, baby.
She seems to be making good headway in terms of giving the cheat sheet, but she seems to be rapidly picking up common as well.
Okay, good.
Liz, what is occupying you this day?
Trying to make up for the lost food by fishing.
I just now really want fan art of Liz fishing off the side of a boat.
We'll see.
A stack of hats that's just all those fish meme hats.
Yes, yes. Undead fear me, or no, it would be undead love me. Would it be alchemists love me, fish fear me? Let's call that a survival check.
All right.
Hell
Hey.
yes. You managed to catch a few fish. Not exactly enough to make up a whole day for the crew, but call it. Let me roll.
Yeah, call it. Let me roll. That's scary.
You know what? You actually got really fucking lucky. You managed to recover a day's worth of fish for the crew.
Yay.
Yeah, good job.
I rolled the d4 for the percentage, and you rolled a 4 out of 4, so congratulations. Meanwhile, Gaz, what have you been up to?
Learning tools. Make sure I can sail the ship
Hell
properly.
yeah. You're getting there.
That's pretty much what I'm spending my time until I can do it. Until I'm not. I can do it properly. Because having multiple people that can do it is always a good idea.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another intelligence check.
On me, lad.
Just flat intelligence.
It's dog shit.
He is trying to explain how to cross-examine maps and infer different details about underwater terrain, flow of different currents, how they can map to these different things, and he's also like crossing back with maps that run off of their true north versus magnetic north, and it's just too much for you today.
A bit much at a time there, lad. Bit much at a time.
Meanwhile, that evening, as the crew takes a little bit of a break to get themselves some dinner, lining up, grabbing what's distributed from the pantry and kind of grabbing their own corners of the ship to chow down. Rebosa wanders up to the lot of you. Well, I've been on your ship a few days, but I feel like I haven't really gotten to know you guys yet. Could you tell me some stories of your past so I might get to know you a little better?
No, from me personally. There's too much going on from me.
I just stand in front of her. I'm assuming she was looking at him as she was saying that, and I will just stand in front of her and just say, "Don't pay attention to that. He's just being a dick right now."
And
Your
you don't
funeral.
need to be super revealing, but I hear cutting loose and letting your inner self be known can be quite cathartic, good for the soul.
Maybe another time. It's not the time or place for me to cut loose.
How about you, Leah?
Uh, I don't want to bring you down. My story is not the happiest. How about we'll ask Liz about it?
Well, if you insist, but the past doesn't need to make us happy to be part of who we are.
You're right. But I think that right now you just have a lot on your plate.
It's fair enough. How about you, Miss Liz?
Liz is gonna, having been around when she mentioned the soul thing to Grimbald, go, well, with all due respect, things that are good for the soul also include not getting your soul ripped out through your spine. And she's just gonna walk away.
Okay. I'm gonna just take her up to the deck and just get air with her before I'm gonna throw hands.
She looks really downtrodden as she just kind of munches away on some dried fish.
I'll catch her in a little bit after. Essentially, what I'll do is I've got saying. The one thing I'll say about me is that I went to Bermuda for a second chance and to do shit in peace and other reasons, but now I'm here on a boat because we signed a contract. And I wish we were out of this contract. So yeah. That's pretty much all there is to me, I'm afraid. I'm not one for giving away too much, as I'm sure you can understand, especially given the circumstances.
I appreciate you sharing what you have in any case. It clearly means a lot to you that this is... I know you do not know me very well yet, but I do appreciate it. And for just the barest unburdening of your soul, go ahead and get a DM inspiration.
I'll take it.
I can't get, of course. My confused ass. Oh my god, it's been such a dick to her. Okay. It's painful. Okay,
But
okay.
or do you have something else you want to add, Leah?
No. We're just going up because I think she needs air after getting fucking stabbed so many times.
As a thing, to anyone who heard that, Grimbald sounds entirely genuine. Just as a thing, he sounds entirely genuine.
Fine.
All right. With that, one day out from the next island, we're gonna call it a night.
Fair.
Indeed. Hopefully next week we'll have everybody back. Everybody will be fully recovered from any con ick that they may have grabbed, which for anybody watching this in the future, or those watching it now, we did lose Sleepy in that little interim to some con ick that she's still recovering from and had managed to fight through for the first half of tonight. But like I said, hopefully everybody will be back next week. We love you all. Stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Ma.
Okay.